Wow, I was like literally just like, I don't even know. I was just like literally talking here and the freaking thing wasn't even recording. I feel awful. I don't even realize how I feel right now, you guys. Hopefully I don't know what happened to the last one, but that was like honestly like, okay. Anyways, I don't know like if but oh my god, I'm like so lost in my tracks right now. Like, I'm gonna have to like go back to this. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to probably reread this. Anyways, so I was reading this book, right? I'm gonna just read the whole thing and then I'll interpret it, okay? But anyways, thank you for tuning into the reading. Thank you for being here and being your best selves. Thank you so much. I just like got a little frustrated because like I just like had a video and it just missed all my words. So yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and check this out, and I'm gonna just read this passage for you from the teachings of Buddha. Okay, so it says, "Did you ever Did you ever see in a world a man or a woman 80, 90, or 100 years frail, crooked as a gable roof, bent down, resting on crutches?" With tottering steps, infirm youth long since fled, with broken teeth, gray and shanty hair, or none wrinkled, with blotched limbs. And did you have and did the thought ever come to you that you also are subject to and wait and did the thought ever come to you that you also are subject to decay, that you also cannot escape it? Did you ever see in the world a man or a woman who, being sick, afflicted, and grievously ill, wallowing in his own filth, and lifted up by some and put to bed by others? And did the thought ever come to you that you also are subject to disease, that you also cannot escape it? Did you never see in the world the corpse of a man or a woman 1 or 2 or 3 days after death, swollen up, blue black in color, and full of corruption? And did the thought ever come to you that you also are subject to death, that you also cannot escape it? Suppose a man who has not suppose a man who has okay. Suppose a man who was not blind beheld by many bubbles on the granges as they drove along, and he watched them and carefully examined them. Then, after he had carefully examined them, they would appear to him empty, unreal, and unsubstantial. In exactly the same way does the monk behold all physical phenomenon, feelings, interpretation, mental formations, and states of consciousness, whether they be of past or the present or the future, far or near, and he watches them and examines them carefully, and after carefully examining them, they appear to him empty, void, without self. So now this passage is going to show us that, we are, without self, right? Number one, without self, there is nothing. It's unsubstantial. Without self, it's unsubstantial. Without self, without the divine feminine, without following your intuition, there is no substance. Okay? But also, that was just like a kind of like side note. But the main point is that we can't go around thinking bad things about other people. Where like we can't think like, oh yeah, that will never happen to me. That'll never happen to me. We have to take into consideration like um like that we are also vulnerable here. Okay, so this is about vulnerability and also change and death, right? Like, here with the man. So, with the man who's decaying, right? The man, like decay, like that's the energy of all things. Everything has, oh yeah, I just saw 505. So that is transformation. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, that's going to be like everything has a change. Everything goes through its own growth through, right? So we all have our own thing where, we all have our own changes, right? Like whether that be from baby to child to teenager to teenager to monkey. I'm just kidding. No, teenager to adult, right? And then so on, so on, so on. So we have to remember that, like everything has its phase. And that there is going to be some kind of end, but is this something that is this something that is like, something that we have to thoroughly examine? No. Because it says that the monk here, where are you, monk? Physical phenomenon, feelings, perception, and mental formations, states of consciousness, states of being. They're all just bubbles. And maybe I interpreted that wrong earlier, where, things with a void have no substance. What is self? Self is what you are now, not what you were before, not what you were when you're a child. It's what you are right now. Like, mean, not saying that you are what you are, because you are more than what you are. You're more than what you see. Okay, but are you exactly that image that you had? No. Okay, so you're not that. And also, like, just remember to focus on love too. I don't know why I'm going all on like this tangent or something, but um yeah, just make sure that you focus on your love, okay? I'm like a natural born preacher. Yes. Anyways, we want to focus on our love, okay? So focus on love. So you're going to want to look at the good in everyone and everything. Wow, look for the good in everyone and everything. That would have been helpful. But either way, so this is telling me that we're going to have to look for the good in things, right? If you like meet somebody who does have like but no, who does have like some kind of like like misfortune, like like looking at like like people who are more or who are less, who seem to be less, well, yeah, who seem to be less fortunate, right? Or who are just less fortunate. You're always going to have to look for the good in everyone and everything, regardless of the situation. And you're going to want to listen to your heart. And it's about grounding these things because, like being in the masculine energy, in the masculine energy, when you get grounded, you are going to have to reconnect to emotion. Well, not to emotion, but to, your feelings. Okay. You're going to have to connect to your feelings. It's about getting connected with things and reconnecting your body. Okay. So this is about past energy. So there could have been somebody from the past here. So this is about not like, placing or casting judgment. And I did talk about judgment in my last reading with the Aquarius, and I hope that you guys are here for it. But Aquarius, anyways, this could be like some kind of star energy. So something here that like, is very healing. But with the Aquarius reading, I did talk about how like, I was unsure about like, the whole judging thing. But the thing is like you just don't want to do what you want to respect people, okay? So you're going to want to make sure that you just respect people, right? And what is respect? Respect is the way that you want to be treated. You treat people the way that you want to be treated. So you respect people and you be kind to them and you show them love. And, if they get mad at you, you don't get mad back at them, right? You just kind of like, you're like, okay, dude, I think I'm gonna go and be at my, like, I think I'm gonna go do my own thing right now. Okay, so it's good to just step away, right? When things like get overwhelming, if if that's the case here for you. Um, but just remember to like pray and just focus on your own love, right? And if you're in a conversation with anybody, remember to listen with your heart. Listen like with your heart, and if you're going to talk to somebody, like, I mean, yeah, we can talk like to that person, but you want to know what makes the biggest connection with another person. The best way to make a really good connection, or to really connect to people, is just by like literally just talking to yourself. Okay, when I talk to myself, I feel like I attract a lot more people when I just talk to myself. I like, honestly. But anyways, we're going to look at this other page because I did read this and I was called to it, and it says, few cross over the river, but are wait few cross over the river. Most are standard on its side. Okay, on the riverbank they run up and down, but the wise one, following the way, crosses over beyond the reach of death. Free from desire, free from possessions, free from attachments, and free from attachment and appetite, following the seven lights of awakening, and rejoicing greatly in his freedom. In this world, the wise person becomes themselves a light, pure, shining, free. Okay, so this is like, I honestly interpreted this like, how like me I honestly thought at first that this interpretation was going to be okay, the cat just busted through. But anyways, this was like, this is interpreting as like what is it? Like how, like, not everybody is going to be able to cross that river, right? There's going to be a river bank, right? And there's going to be a lot of people on one side of the river. So there's just a river. So just imagine a river, and there's like a bunch of people on one side. Like, they've got their tents and they've got all their stuff, right? And they're just like, yeah, this is a great spot for us to just sit. This is a good spot for us to sit, right? But there's one guy, he's just like, no, this is not the best place. Come on. There's got to be a better place. Come on. There's got to be a better place. Especially for me. Sheesh. So he decides to just jump in the river and start swimming to the other side. They're just like, look at this guy. It's crazy cold out here. How could he? How could he? No, just kidding. I don't know what they're like. But either way, that one dude, that would be like the enemy in the background, right? Be like, how could he be doing this? But either way, the guy, right? He follows himself. He's just like, yeah, I know that there's something better for me, so I'm gonna follow me, right? And the rest of them, they just stay with the rest of them. They don't be like, oh yeah, I want something better for me too. They're just like, there's fire over here, so I'm gonna just stay where the marshmallows are. And he's like, I'm gonna go and find my own spot, find my own place. And with that, by not feeding on other things, by not by not looking for things like, out in this world, out in this universe. Because we are not of this world. You're on this channel, you're with me. You're like literally like a light worker. So, yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and pull some more. So we have a lot of love here too. Just not get my legs. Okay. So we have I love you on the back of the deck. Okay. So this was a message coming from a past energy here. Now this could also be like, this is about number one, following your heart, following what you believe. If your intuition tells you something, don't say your intuition's crazy. Say, okay, I guess this is what I'm doing now. Because, like, I mean, what are you going to do? You're just going to stay in one spot for this whole entire existence? No. It's not happening. You're going to move forward. You're going to become the light. You are the light. You are the light. You are. You're the light. Not any of those guys, but you. You are the light. Now we have romance. Okay? This is also going to be attracting a lot of romance to you. There was something that could have changed in your romantic life. This is bringing you romance though. And you're going to need to listen and focus on love. You're going to have to focus on yourself, okay? Honestly. And you're going to have to remember to ground yourself and reconnect and not to be like flying all over the place. Like me, angel. And then you're just going to want to like, ground yourself, and then I do see this past energy here. And this is like, romantic past energy here. This is about like a mermaid here. So this is about like seduction. Lavish the one with you love with personal attention and affection. So, you are bringing and attracting a love to you. And they want you to listen with your heart, okay? This person loves you. Now, God loves you. And, if you have God's love, that's like, that's something that's really, that's beautiful, okay? So, remember that, that this is a blessing. Like anything that comes to you and adds to you is a blessing. So this is how it works, right? Like, because like, angels like is addition, and then like, karmic energy is like subtraction. So subtraction is going to be like, the energy of like, the karmic energies, like what we call like the karmic energies. They take stuff from us, okay? They take stuff from us so that way we can learn. And then we have our angels who add things to us. They give us stuff, right? They give more things. They give. They give. They don't take. They give. And, that's something that you should consider. Because this person could be adding to you. It's like angel. Alright, so, okay, got this one. This is slow down, slow your roll, my dude. Slow down. And then we have physical touch. So this person is going to want to touch you. They're going to want to feel you. Now you're going to want to listen with your heart, okay? You're going to want to play with your heart. You're going to want to, use, not play with your heart, right? Not play with your heart, but you're going to want to use your heart in order to do this experience, okay? So you're going to have to use your heart to do this, okay? This is going to need heart energy. If not, then it will be like all wonky and weird. And awkward. But there's going to be a need to slow down. So this could be like, during a slow dance. I don't know, because I see those could involve a slow dance. But I do see here, with the slow down here, this maze. A maze. Actually, a maze that leads up to some kind of luxury. So there is going to be some kind of like fantasy here. So it's like a fantasy here. So there's like maybe like a lot of things that are like you're thinking about, right? So you could be thinking about like, like marriage. You could be thinking about like, I don't want anything. Honestly, you could be thinking about anything. It doesn't have to be marriage, but I do see these people, right? They are dancing on this like, and I honestly see this more of as like a bridge that's like all squiggly. So it's like they're dancing on this squiggly bridge, and they have to dance. They have to keep on dancing in order for them to be able to step, the right way on the bridge in order to get to their path, right? And this is a very wonky and crazy looking path with all sorts of different ways and roundabouts and stuff. So, like, the path can seem confusing. So that's why the reason why my focus is focused on the word focused. So we are going to want to make sure that the focus is directly on love and being kind to, yourself, but not only yourself, but like, obviously to the other person, because we want to make sure that we have mutual respect. And like, this is also bringing you some kind of romance too. So yeah, definitely a lot of romance is going to be coming in, and this is going to bring a lot of change. So lots of change is coming here. So this is going to bring like something here where maybe things might slow down, or you might feel like you need to slow down in your mental space. But then also physical touch is going to show this energy of like, wanting to just like, touch you. And then look at your inner strength. So you are stronger than you realize. Wow. Okay, so this is going to fall on romance. So look at your inner strength. So this is maybe about like, the strength energy, right? So about grace, doing things gracefully in regards to this, because strength is about like, muscle memory, stuff like that. I also get like, the energy of lion strength energy, but that's like more of like, being able to hold with holding, but I don't get holding back. Like, strength comes with holding back, and so does grace. But it's more of like an energy of being able to lift something. Like, how like when you lift up a weight and you can control the speed that you lift it at, that's strength. That's strength, okay? And I see that you're able to like, hold hold things up. And you're very like royal in this card. Very, very precious. And the way that she's looking at this, very knowledgeable. Like she's looking at her past self here. Maybe even a lover. Wow. Maybe a lover could be doing like what's it called? Like doing like divination on you. Um Trying to figure out like, but then again, that makes sense because look at you here doing this for them, or doing this for, like, I mean, I don't know if this is, I mean, maybe you have, maybe you have looked at tarot for, the person that you are interested in. But I do see that this is like, um, them doing this for you, or maybe even like, being able to be psychic, right? So, yeah, anyways. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to pull some, since I did that, like since I read the book, I'm not going to pull tarot. I'm only going to do oracles. And then I'll do a tarot reading afterwards. All right, so that way it's not so long and it's not hard to edit, because sometimes the longer videos, they just, yeah, exactly. They just put some fear in me. But anyways, surrender. Surrender to fear, okay? So learning to surrender to fear for sure. And having more gratitude for things, okay? So let's see what the collective needs to know. Abundance. Wow. Wow, abundance and love, honestly. Like, you have a lot of love surrounding you. Don't get scared, okay? Don't get cold feet. It's gonna be fine. You have wisdom. You are wiser than you know. Hunger. I'm hungry. So this is going to be about like, I don't know. I want to kind of like see what that is. Well, honestly, what I get from it is like, the energy of the divine feminine, the energy of the moon, not really knowing things and also wanting to eat and needing to absorb energy. Okay, so this is really about like absorbing energy, femininity. Um, but I also see that, like the abundance is just going to be coming in regards to love. It's going to be more about like a lot of love coming in toward you, and a lot of love, okay, and wisdom. You're going to be able, things. You have a lot of wisdom too, and maybe you're also like, you have like I don't know, like I was supposed to say maybe you have like a lot of like hunger. I don't know. But the definitely having a lot of wisdom, and you know what you're searching for. You could know what you're hungry for. You know what you want. You know what you want to eat. You know what you want here. So with this, I do see like the energy of like being very knowledgeable in regards to like how you feel, okay? Because like with this moon here, she might be reaching out, to her feelings. She might be reaching into her emotions here. I hear also reaching out to the stars, so reaching out to maybe like star-like people to gain wisdom. Um, but you are that star. You are gaining the wisdom to move forward in abundance. It's also healing. Being able to make the right decisions and how to distribute your own abundance, okay? Beauty. Oh my gosh, beauty. Beauty. It's beautiful. You're going to be getting a lot of beauty here. Beauty and beauty magic too. But like, oh yeah, and I was talking about that in my last in the reading that I had before, the one that I tried to do, and I was really really upset about. But anyways, I was talking about it. Like I was talking about that. So this is like also about like maintenance, right? So this is about like like putting a lot of love into yourself and maintaining your own beauty, right? Because like we don't, when we get older, we don't have to be like all old and frail and stuff. We don't have to be like that. We're not going to be like that. There are like different things that are coming out in the world. Stem cells, they're working on stem cells. Like they are working on how to decode genes right now. Like honestly, like in like literally the next 10 years, we're probably going to be able to do that. We're probably going to be able to decode genes. I'm pretty sure that they've already like, that I'm very sure that everything is going to, so that way we don't have to have diseases. So that way we don't have to have like, like so that way we can so that way we can create an environment that is so safe for us. Like it's about creating an environment that is safe for the self. The self is not the human, the self is the energy. And the self is going to be creating a beautiful yourself, right? Yourself is attracting a beautiful amount of love and a lot of abundance too. So this is a lot of beauty here. What else? Yeah, I wanted to talk about that because I just really want to pray for all like the people, and thank you so much for all of like because I was watching this one movie on Netflix, and it was talking about like sickle cell, and it was just talking about like the you know what was it even called? It was called human something. But it was talking about like viruses and stuff, and they were talking about the genes and everything, and it was just very interesting. So I do see here fear and faith. So now, your faith, you know what it is that you desire here. And you see that there's a lot of beautiful abundance that's going to be coming toward you. But there's this fear of like maybe even reaching out for things, right? So when we do have like this fear, but what I want to know what's going to help you with that, with this fear is going to be your gratitude. Your gratitude for faith, your gratitude for your abundance that you've already had, the gratitude for the fact that you have already proven to yourself that you can manifest just by thinking of something and it happening itself, okay? So, like, yeah. And having boundaries, right? Having boundaries with, like, to, like, separate things, like to separate, like, the bad from the good, right? But then also being the one true self, right? Like, separation is is strange, because it really does give that illusion that, it's not all one, because we are all one. And you have to remember that no matter what, your intuition is always constantly guiding you. And if you listen to her, you will always find yourself in the best possible position, or not like the best possible, but either way it will be exactly where you need to be. Okay, they will lead you where you need to go. Action, pleasure. So taking action on this is going to bring you a lot of pleasure. It's going to bring you a lot of pleasure. But there's this energy of boundaries here, the unexpected. So maybe you're afraid of something that's unexpected, but maybe this isn't something to be afraid of. Maybe, you're afraid of something, and, you don't expect, like, you don't expect what's going to actually happen. But that's where, the surprise lies. If you stay in fear, fear completely halts us. Fear can completely put you at a complete halt. And that means that you remain stagnant. And do you know what that means? Is you're not doing anything. If you're stagnant, you're not doing anything at all. And that's worse than death. Because that means that you're not changing. At least when like me and that was awful. Honestly, the way that energy came out was awful. I'm sorry. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to just want to make sure that you take their action. So that way, we don't stay we don't stay stuck. Because it's not about, like, life is about always constantly moving forward. Because, everything is a vibration. Everything is a wave. And when things get jumbled up, you want to know what it does. It just becomes like this strip, like this line, this line is supposed to be like, it's supposed to be like that. But then once it goes like this, then it goes like, I mess the stuff up. But when you go with the flow, it feels good. So, remember to, just listen to yourself, listen to your intuition, and to keep on moving forward. Keep moving forward, okay? You do have this love. Oh my God, this love here. You have this love. Be supportive towards your love. Be supportive. Okay, oh my God. Be supportive. And then we have, you are limitless. You can do anything you choose to do, but choose to be supportive. Choose love. Choose to be love, and choose to listen with your heart. Don't listen with your mind. Don't act with your mind. Listen with your heart. Let things come with your heart. Because your heart space is going to be the best place for you to communicate, for you to... Your heart space is your heart. You know what? You want to know what? Your heart space is your strength. You want to know why? Because the strength card in the tarot is the energy of the heart chakra. That is your strength. Your strength doesn't lie in your mind. In fact, that's where your weakest points are. I mean, unless you have like some real facts, like, knowledge, which you do. Wisdom. You have a lot of wisdom. But this wisdom can instill fear, right? Like, oh, this and this and this and this and this and this, so I can't do this. Well, why can't you do this? Because this, and this. Well, like, you're kind of making it hard for me. Gosh. Okay. So, I mean, you're gonna have to let things go, right? You're gonna have to let things go and let God, right? We're gonna have to just follow the faith. Because sometimes, like there's like so many things that are going on, and then there's that one thing that we've got to do because, we just feel it in our heart, in our soul. But what is it really doing for us, right? What is that really doing for you? How is that helping you? Is that helping you? No. It's just completely irrelevant. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly am like, oh my god, am I doing this right? But either way, um, you're going to want to make sure that you take action because this is a lot of abundance that is coming toward you. And then the wisdom is just going to show that, you do know what's happening and you do know what's going on. It's just that this fear, is like, it's going to be unexpected. There's going to be some kind of unexpected, but it is going to bring you a lot of pleasure. And, when you take action on this, it's going to feed you. And, you're just going to want to listen to your intuition and it's going to bring you a lot of beauty. And there's so much more positivity in the cards than there is in my voice, I feel. And I feel awful about like the way that I've like kind of like portrayed this. I don't know. I guess that I'm okay. But either way, this is a lesson in itself, okay? So for you and me. So we're going to have to remember to listen with our heart, okay? We're listening with our hearts, and we're not going to let our own mind turn us to fear because of like bourgeois propaganda. So we're just going to want to make sure that faith is with us, right? And that we stay in our faith, and that we might be hungry for certain things and we might be craving certain things for our soul. Your soul is craving things. This is about your faith being craving. Your faith is craving you, right? And, you're just going to want to make sure that, you do listen, right? You listen to yourself. Listen to yourself because nobody out here in this world is going to do it unless, like, nobody else out here in this world can give you what you can give to yourself, right? And, you might be feeling a little bit upset or feeling like I don't know, like you might not feel like this is going to happen, or maybe you feel scared about something happening for you, but there's going to be a lot of it coming toward you in the near future. You're going to be having like a lover come toward you in the very near future, and it's going to be abundant. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to take action. And, your wisdom is kind of like, could be slowing you down in some kind of way. So you're just going to want to eliminate your fear, or just not, eliminate it, like, oh, eliminate. So just eliminate the fear, and remember to, that something unexpected is going to come. And then what else? Then we have extremes. So this is going to be an extreme, unexpected thing or reality, and you have to trust this will happen. Trusting. And then we have sovereignty. So what are you going to allow? This is about the things that you allow in regards to how this plays out overall. So how are you going to introduce yourself? How are you going to, into be of like the most high is going to be like, what you should strive for, right? To be of the most high. So it's like the striving factor, or the striving point. So you're going to want to make sure that you aren't allowing certain things, right? Whatever you allow is what you will accept, right, in regards to this. So what you allow in regards to this. So this could be like things that you allow for your faith, right? Because not free will, right? And then creation, right? So this is going to be a beautiful new beginning here, and it's going to bring you a lot of abundance. And I do see that there's going to be like this energy of just like acceptance here, with sovereignty, like an energy of acceptance in regards to the sovereignty. And then resistance. So this is about like, having the strength to like just like hold back, right? To hold back and keep on going. Because you have spirit all around you here with these birds. And this is a fighting hand. This is black power. This is just power. I don't mean to say black power. It's whatever. It's power. And it's something that you can trust and that you don't have to give up on. Resilience. Yeah, do not give up. Donut. Give up. Will. You have to keep the will. You have to make the decision, right? You have to make the choice. Gratitude. To be grateful for the change, right? To be grateful for the change. And self-reflection, and to be able to look at yourself. I was just reading, what it is that I was reading is like, because the thing is about judgment, is before you judge another, before you look at, another's, before you look at another person's, crap, right? You have to sit there and look at your own stuff. You have to look at yourself first, right? Before you can make judgment on them. And, if you haven't, done the work, then, you can't really sit there and, judge them. And I'm not saying that you should judge anybody at all. You should never sit and judge anybody at all, ever, 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 ever. That is, not a good thing at all to do. What you should do is you should just, take things at the way that they are. And, if it's the way that if it pleases you, if it brings you pleasure, open yourself. And, this will probably bring some kind of self-reflection to you, where you're going to be able to, see more of yourself or learn more about yourself. And this is something that you'll be grateful for, because, you didn't give up when, you thought that you would have. And now, out of nowhere, out of the blue, you have all of this abundance, this beautiful abundance of this new beginning that was created because, you didn't give up. And we have the pleasure and the action from this. So we do have pleasure and action. And then, we're going to get pleasure from, consuming the energy that, that is needed for us, and having the faith and allowing, whatever, the spirit wants us to allow. And that's what we follow. Okay. But, yeah, I think that I'm just going to do the Whispers of Healing, and then I'll finish this up. I won't do too much of this one. I almost did the whole deck on this, but yeah. The next reading is going to be really short, and I'll probably post it first, but I don't know if I'm going to post this reading right now because I'm kind of tired, but I'm so grateful for all of my subscribers. You guys don't even know I'm about to reach 100 subscribers. Oh my god. Thank you. Anyways, let's go ahead and see here. The Whispers of Healing. Or what is this? Whispers of Love? No, Whispers of Healing. Alright, I'm really hungry. Okay, so we have acceptance. Yep, acceptance. So accepting this love here, this love offer, and then vibration. So you might be able to feel this coming in. Oh, transform. So death, right? You have some death here. And then we do have listen to your body, listen to your heart again. Right? Listening to your heart. Listening to your heart. No, just kidding. Listening to your heart, right? But listen to your body too, right? And your heart is part of your body. But just listen, okay? Listen to the earth, to the way things are. Listen to yourself. Transform. Things are changing. Listen to the changes and accept them with peace and sleep. Rest on things. Rest after the changes happen, okay? And then unexpected. A lot of unexpected energy, okay? A lot of things that are happening that are just popping up for you that you manifest. And this is beautiful. This is not something that is unexpected and worrisome. It's something here that you can let go of that fear. You don't have to worry about that fear. You have give back. So giving back, this could be something that's giving back to you. This is something that, you put energy out there and now it's coming back. And then barriers. blockages, like blockages. But also barriers, as in, like, being able to um hold a fort, right? Holding a fort, because a barrier comes with forts. And a fort is a Four of Wands. So there's like going to be a protected home. Awareness. So now you should also be putting up barriers in regards to your awareness when this does give back to you. Just don't, listen with your heart. Listen with your heart, but do not, what's it called? Don't be like, like, I don't really see you being really, really open. So you're going to want to just kind of like, slow down, right? You're going to want to this is really about like taking things slowly here and being aware of what's happening around you. Cause like, maybe something unexpected will happen and it can bamboozle you and make you feel like in a different kind of way, or like, make you feel like, angst up, or like, be like, oh my God, this is crazy. I can't believe this is happening. So calm down, okay? And just try your best to just like reconnect to things and ground yourself. So that way, and don't like, if you see that this person, or if you see that like anyone at all, if you ever see anyone who's going through anything, don't like, look at them and think, oh, they are going through that because they probably deserve it. Don't ever look at them and think that, okay? Don't ever do that, okay? Because everybody, like, I mean, cycles are cycles and karma is just karma, but we are not going to, stoop to that level, okay? So you don't want to stoop to that level. You don't want to stoop to that frequency of like, being like, oh, this person, like, uh, like, totally should have got their karma because of this and that, or like, something like that, or along the lines of like something like that, like something like not good happening to this person, right? So you don't want to like, be rude or anything. So yeah, you're gonna want to also be careful with your words. I'm trying to be very careful with my words. I mean, not that I have to be like, super, super, super careful, but I just don't want to like, trigger anybody or anything. Thank you so much for all of your guys' healing. Thank you so much for all of your guys' blessings. You guys are all a blessing. You guys are all amazing, and I love you guys. But yep, you guys definitely are going to be progressing within self-love. So there's going to be a lot of self-love that is going to progress for you, and you're going to be very, very sensitive to this. Okay, and I've been like, I've been hearing other readers even say that too. So you're going to want to make sure that, you are just cautious, or just not even cautious, because you don't want to like go in there thinking, oh my gosh, what is going to happen to me? You don't want to do that. You're going to just want to be aware. You're just going to want to be aware. Just look at things like the monk sees the bubbles, right? Like all of those things, like any kind of tribulations, anything that goes, like it's all just a bubble. And you want to know what it is? It said, what is it? It's a void. It's unsubstantial. Right? So all of that stuff is just unsubstantial, right? All of those things, those are the things that like, like that don't really matter, right? Like those things that just pop out of nowhere. It's just like a bunch of bubbles, okay? And you're not going to like want to like hone in on one single bubble, because pretty soon that bubble is just going to pop, So just enjoy the show while it's like, all there. So, yeah, that's all that I'm going to go ahead and do for you guys. I hope that you guys are feeling better after watching this reading, and I hope that you guys, are, just being good and just feeling yourself, and just, doing whatever you need to do in order to make sure that you are loving yourself more, whether that be like taking a shower, or, making yourself something to eat, or I don't know, just, going outside for a walk, or, just doing, life, just, playing in this simulation, just feel good and just do whatever makes you feel like, you're having fun. And there's definitely a person in your energy who is loving you. This person loves you, whether that be your spouse or somebody here that is like, this, there's going to be a unexpected there's going to be something that happens unexpectedly, so you can expect something where you don't expect anything. Honestly, do not expect anything. Just live your life, and this is coming to you anyways, so remember to just live your life. And just like self-care, self-love. And when this person does come to you, just listen with an open heart and be open-hearted towards them. But it is telling you here, not that you necessarily need to know, like, I mean, you might need to know, I don't know, but what you need to know here is, to not assume that, number one, not to assume that things can't happen to you, and number two is to follow your heart, and number three would be to what was number three? Oh yeah, to listen to this person with a caring heart, right? To listen to your heart within how you treat this person and how you go about your own business. Okay, so things are definitely going to change. Things are going to change, and it's going to bring you a lot of abundance, a lot of beauty, and a lot of magic in your life. Okay, so this is a beautiful, beautiful reading. Honestly, I was just like a little bit intense because I don't know why, but either way, all of the energy in the cards were like really good. So I don't know, maybe your person might like try to do something, like they might try something and then maybe it doesn't work and they get like a little bit irritated, but I don't know. So either way, um just remember to listen with an open heart and to like don't like focus and don't like hone in on things, like like that's like with meditation. Like just like with meditation, when we meditate, we're not going to hone in on one particular thought, right? We're going to let things flow. Like I say strawberries, you say red, I say green, you say yellow. We just keep on moving, we keep on moving, we keep on moving. I say tree, you say horse. I say moon, you say rocket. I say this and you say that, right? So we just keep on moving. We keep on moving, and we're not going to stay stuck on that one word. We're just going to keep on flowing because we're not going to, get stuck and jumble up, right? So, yeah. So, I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Thank you again for being your best self and, just listening and listening to yourself, okay? Listening to you. Listen to you. Don't listen to me. I'm just Kayla. This is just Kayla. Listen to you. You, okay? Listen to you. That's all that I've got. So thank you again. You guys have a great day, and thank you for being your best self, and you're awesome, and just be great, and remember, just say, I am powerful, I am awesome, and I've got this, and I have a romantic partner that's coming to me in abundance. I'm amazing. Okay, just remember that. You're amazing. You are. So you've got all this beautiful energy coming toward you. So yeah. Thank you again for being your best self and just being you and who you are. Thank you for that. You are all beautiful and you are all love and you are all light. So thank you again. You guys have a great day. Bye now.